Hey guys, what's up? It is Ruben Rampage coming to you guys with another video. In today's video, I will be showing you guys how to get all 5 badges for the Slasher build. Now this also kind of goes with the Athletic Finisher build. Now there's some in there, like Posterizer and Relentless Finisher, but some of them are not the same. So the badges are Relentless Finisher, Posterizer, Acrobat, Teardropper, One Man Fast Break. Now as you can see, I don't have all the badges Hall of Fame, but I do know how to get them. I just haven't put the grind in yet. And with that, let's get on with the video. So there are 2 main things that you have to do if you did not know them already before you start badge grinding, and that is change the game speed and change the stick orientation to absolute. So to change the stick orientation, all you're going to do is go over to controller settings, which is in options, and change pro stick orientation to absolute. So this is so if you're driving from the side and you push down the right stick, you do a floater, but otherwise you wouldn't if it was on camera relative. So next thing you want to do is change game speed. Now if you go to settings, you see game speed's not here. So what you gotta do actually is go to my player appearance, and then once you're here, just press circle, accept changes in return, and then you go back to settings, and there you go. So I would recommend that you go from at least 80 to 100. Mine's at 85, but you can put it whatever you want. And our first badge that we're gonna actually do is Teardrop. So the first badge is Teardropper, and it's pretty much just a floater. So to get this badge, what you want to do is make 50 floaters in 1 season. So some of the badges you have to attempt, and some badges you have to make, and this is one of the badges you have to make. So in order to do a floater, this is what it looks like. What you want to do is you want to run towards the basket. Now I usually do this on a fast break, and when you run towards the basket, you're going to pull down on the right stick, and you're going to go up for a floater. But when you pull down on the right stick, you want to let go of the right trigger, or R2. So it will look like this. They look pretty different, but that's how you get Teardropper. Just make 50 of those, and then you have that badge. So Teardropper is pretty easy. All you gotta do is just spam X until you get a steal, or wait till you guys get a fast break, and he will most likely miss the shot because he sucks. Get a rebound, call for the ball, they'll pass it to you almost every time. And there you go, hit the floater, and as you can see, the Teardropper badge should activate in a second right there. And you just have to do that every single time, do that 50 times, make 50 of them, and you should be getting the badge. I'll do it one more time if you guys want to see. Just get the ball, go down, and hit the floater. And that badge is pretty easy. Next badge is Acrobat. Now this badge is probably one of the hardest badges for me. It took me the longest time. So in order to get this badge is you have to attempt 15 reverse layups, and you have to attempt 4 chain shots. So chain shot, what you have to do is, I can't do it in my court, I'll show you guys in the game, but you go up to do a layup, and then right before the layup finishes, you tap square, or you tap the shooting button again, and it will actually change the shot. So in order to do a reverse layup, is you want to start in the baseline, and you want to run towards the baseline. If you're running this way, you're going to put the R stick, or the right stick, to the right. Now if you're coming from this baseline, you're going to put it to the left. So this is what it'll end up looking like actually. And it's pretty easy to do, just it takes a while for me because you need to get it on fast breaks. And you don't have to make any of these, all you have to do is attempt them. So here it is again from the other side. It's pretty easy. Now this badge took me a while just due to the fact that I would always mess up or I wouldn't get one. So Acrobat's also pretty hard, but you want to drive and just hold the right stick to the right or left depending on which way you're going, and that's how you end up getting that. The next badge is probably the easiest badge, and I have it on Hall of Fame. You're actually just get the badge eventually from doing everything else. So it's one man fast break. So what you have to do is you have to score 100 times on a fast break in a single season. So this is pretty easy. All you gotta do is run to the top of the key, get a steal, and then by yourself just go down and hit a layup or whatever you want. Now sometimes what I would do is I would combine Acrobat or Relentless Fissure and Posterizer in one, and on the fast break I would run to the corner, and then I would do a reverse layup. So that's how you can mix a couple one of those together, but that's actually a pretty easy badge. So next one up is One Man Fast Break. It's probably the easiest one out here, and as you can see, I already have 9 steals, and it's only the end of the first quarter. So what you want to do is when you want to steal the ball when you get to the top of the key. Now if you're small forward, it's most likely harder just because of the fact you're leaving your man, and just dunk the ball or do a layup and something like that. And as you can see, my Hall of Fame, got that grind in. Hall of Fame One Man Fast Break should pop up, And I could actually do it again probably real quick. Or not. So the next badge is Relentless Finisher, and this badge is pretty easy. I feel like you can get it while grinding for other badges, and it is attempt 75 contact layups and or dunks. Now, I feel as if you don't attempt them, I feel like you have to make them, because this badge actually took me a little bit, but this badge is pretty easy. It's self-explanatory. All you gotta do is drive in and get a contact layup. So contact layup, you actually notice it. Sometimes when you drive in, you actually feel your controller vibrate. That counts as a contact layup. Or if you ever get hit or get an N1 or something like that, that counts as a contact layup. And that badge is actually pretty easy to get. So next one, the Relentless Finisher. Now this kind of goes along with one-man fast break, but the way I do it is I steal the ball, and then I actually wait for the defender come, and then I dunk. Now see, actually that time, I think I got a contact dunk, but my controller, I could actually feel vibrate, and I ended up getting a Relentless Finish. Now I could do it again real quick. That actually wasn't a contact dunk, but actually it was. I got a posterizer, but there we go again. Run down, wait for the players, and actually got a foul this time, but usually when you do go up, you end up getting the contact. So last one was a little bit of a bad tutorial, so I'll show you guys how to do it again. So what you can do is get the ball, and you're just going to drive in and get contact. Right there. I didn't make it, but I did attempt it, and I think you actually do have to attempt the shots. So there you go, there's your Relentless Finish. The last badge, and probably maybe one of the hardest badges for some people, is Posterizer, and that's just because of the fact that they don't know how to do it. So in order to get Posterizer, you have to make 15 contact dunks or attempt 15 contact dunks. So an attempt would look like if you try to go up and to dunk it, and you you get that contact animation, but you just miss the dunk, and you fall on your butt, and you roll over and stuff like that. But the thing that people don't understand is it's one or the other. So you might be at 8 attempts and 7 contact dunks, but that doesn't count as posterizer. You have to get 15 of one, or 15 contact dunks, or 15 attempts. So that's where a lot of people get confused. But the best method that I suggest would be on fast breaks. Usually if you go on a fast break, there'll be a guy standing in the paint. All you gotta do is run up to him, hold square, and half the time you will get a contact dunk. Now I do want to inform you guys about one thing. When you do try to grind for posterizer, if you don't have any contact dunks, I'll show you guys where you can buy them. Do not attempt this. Or if you don't have a contact dunk high enough, do not attempt this, because you will end up getting attempts for a contact dunk. You won't actually get them. You won't actually finish them, and you'll get about 10 or 9 or 8 of them. And then eventually, through upgrading your player, you start getting contact dunks instead of attempts of contact dunks, and it will just make it harder progress. So how you actually buy the contact dunks is you're going to go to attribute upgrades. Never mind, I'm stupid. You want to go to my player animations. You want to go to NBA gameplay moves, and you'll go over to contact dunks, and you just want to get all 3 of these. It will just make it easier to get the badge, and this is an example of how you do it. So posterizer is much harder because sometimes you don't get the animation that you want to do. But my method is that you get the ball on a fast break, you go down the middle of the court, you wait for someone to get back, and then you just dunk the ball, and hopefully you get posterizer. Now if you don't get posterizer, you probably get Relentless Finisher, which is okay too. But the other method that a lot of people do is they call for a pick, and that method is not just efficient. So here's an example. And you just drive in. Now he wasn't there, but I'll show you guys an example when they are underneath the hoop. So the last clip you guys saw right there was actually an attempt. Now, as you saw, I fell on my back, and it wasn't the best thing, but that is how you guys do it. Now, I did have a little trouble getting posterizer this game just because Russell Westbrook did have lockdown defender, or he had some badge that limited my thing. But in the first dunk you guys saw, it actually wasn't too much of a fast break, but it gotta show you guys how to do it. So that's for now. You guys have hit this point in the video, feel free to leave a like and subscribe for more content. Now I know you guys just watched that and you're like, this is so hard, how am I ever going to get it? This is actually one of the easier ones. Just follow my simple rules and you should have it in no time. Subscribe for more content, and I'll be dropping another how to get all the badges video soon. Peace. See you guys next video.